It is the We Are Your Morning Crew. I am George Diggle, and yes, you're in the right place to get sizzling subjects and trending topics. It's a one-man crew today. I'm in the studio all by myself. Yes, indeed, I am. And I got a lot of stuff to get into. Let's get into some LGBTQ news. Now, after her family reported her missing, she had not been seen for 3 days since January 24th. She was later found fighting for her life in a crashed car and later died at the scene. Now, Jackson from Detroit, Michigan, was shot at around 9:30 p.m. on Rose Street at Grand Avenue, causing her vehicle to strike a utility pole, investigations say. But her loved one's grief was only compounded when news of her death was plagued by the press and police demanding and misgendering her. Deadnaming her and misgendering her. Dominique Jackson was remembered as important and a valued member of her community. This is all too common in the Human Rights Campaign. One of the top LGBTQ advocacy groups in the U.S. said in a statement, Jackson is, according to the organization's records, at least the third trans or gender non-conforming person to be violently killed this year in the United States, fueling fears that the American Medical Association's warning in 2019 that there is an epidemic of violence against trans Americans may show no signs of aborting. Now, it's a chilling turn of events only 1 month into the new year, plunging activists into unease about the 2020 when we saw 44 trans people slain. More than a year since the HRC's record began. Now, Dominique was an important and valued member of her community, as people have said before, where she will be greatly missed. In just 1 month, we have already recorded multiple deaths of transgender and gender nonconforming people in the United States, and this is unacceptable. We need everyone in the LGBTQ community and our allies to speak out against the violence and take action to stop it. We will continue fighting for justice and gender nonconforming people. And this is it's starting all over again. 44 non-gender conforming and trans people killed violently, without cause, without provocation, and more often than not, the news has made no big deal about these stories, about this trend, about a community, a marginalized community that is being gunned down, killed over and over again en masse. These are large numbers. And I hate to say it, but it needs to be said. If these were white women in America being killed at this rate, there would be something said, there would be something done, there would be an advocacy group, there would be an investigation, the FBI would be brought in, we would be looking for these killers. But that has not happened. So we have to ask the question, why is this not happening in our community? Why 44 people were killed last year and there's nothing being done? Now, I know that there are different community advocacy groups that speak on behalf of the LGBTQ community who have, put some things in place, have tried to garner the advocacy for these trans people within their communities. But is that enough? Are police, are they being, schooled and trained on what is happening to this community and who they are, where they are? There's a lot of questions and a lot of disconnects when we see this continue to happen. A lot of people on the outside, and I've heard it said, and I'm going to repeat it, not that I believe it, but a lot of people have always said that, they're just, fooling these men, and they walk around in these clothes and they, making men think that they're women. People that you have sex with, who you're having sex with. I think a lot of times people use the excuse that, they were fooled, or I got scared, it was a gay man. You use that gay flight or fight I can't remember what the actual term is, but the fact that they, I found out he was gay and I was scared and I killed him. That's not an excuse. And we make excuses for people's discrimination. We make excuses to make people in our community feel that they are the problem. We make excuses to make people outside of the community feel like, oh, well, they're just trans people. Oh, they're just, men in drag. Oh, they're nobody. Oh, they're just sex workers, or whatever the case is that makes them feel able to sleep at night, and that it's nothing, but it is something. There's somebody's daughters, there's someone's daughter, there's someone's brother, there's someone's friend, cousin, there's someone's hairdresser, they're probably someone's confidant, parent. And so while we see this trend again happening in 2021, we have to get our community together and figure out what needs to be done. Where are the groups that are looking out for our best interests? I would love to know what you think about this. So you can go ahead and give me a call at 678-839-9378, or you can use the shout out feature on the WERUradio app. You can download it absolutely free, and go ahead and download the app and use the shout out feature. Once you do get the app, you can just click on the record button, record what you think. Record what you want to say. You can do it completely anonymous. It comes right to us, and we'd love to know what you think about this story and all the stories we talk about today here on the We Are You Morning Crew, because this is our community, and nobody's going to look out for us as much as we're going to look out for ourselves. I am George Daigle, and yes, you are listening to the We Are You Morning Crew, a one-man crew this morning, and I've got more sizzling subjects and trending topics. Now, child, I'm ready to talk about Miss Wendy Williams' movie and documentary. I know you are too. So make sure you don't go anywhere. That's going to happen next hour on the We Are You Morning Crew. Hey, y'all.